Who wants to go gambling? I know I do. Welcome to Casino Night Zone, and welcome back, folks, to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the SEGA Mega Drive. I am One Welsh Sheep, and this is Casino Night Zone. One of the most memorable stages in the game, one of the most memorable soundtracks of the game, and it is beautiful. Look at all the neon lights, it is stunning. And what does this level contain? Well, I'm glad you asked. It contains a lot of gambling. Go figure. You basically have all these slot machines you can go into, and you can gain points by random chance. And if you go into certain slot machines, you'll actually also be able to gain rings, or lose rings. And I love this aspect of the level, it's so freaking addictive. It's just a brilliant stage. You also have all these crusher blocks as well that you can find. And they look like they could throw you off. Don't worry about them. They're really nothing to deal with. They're pathetically easy. But anyway, when you get to this particular pit, if you spin dash and go up the wall, you can actually bounce straight through with an extra life, which I would recommend, because actually I don't really recommend it. You get so many extra lives in this game, it's not funny. But you do need to make use of the physics. This stage basically makes use of the physics, so you get a lot of U-loops, as I like to call them, when you're meant to spin down one side and then pop up the other. You also got a lot of flippers, where you have to flip on like a pinball, push the jump button, you'll bounce off, go flying higher. And basically the whole stage is pretty much based around this sort of pinballish sort of level design, and I love it, I really do. Casino Night Zone is brilliant, and this is probably in the entire franchise the only casino level that I like. And oh my god, I'm supersonic. This is what happens when you get the 7 emeralds and jump with 50 rings. You break the game, effectively. And also, if you jump at the end of the level after you pass a signpost when you have 50 rings, don't do it. I'm warning you. Basically, if you reach the end of a level, hit the signpost, and just before the actual result screen pops up, if you transform before then, oh, you're stuck. You will break the game and you'll be stuck there forever. So if you have 50 rings, you will unlock supersonic. Do not jump before the signpost. You will die. Well, you won't die, but you'll be stuck there infinitely. The game will break, so be careful of that. I didn't want to show it off. I'll probably show that off in an alternate video because it is quite interesting. But of course, yeah, Supersonic is unlocked now. And what does Supersonic do? Well, he goes about 3 times faster than normal Sonic. He looks cooler. He's basically a Super Saiyan, except for a hedgehog. And he can break the game. Now, the game is very easy to break as normal Sonic as it is. So when you're Super, it's amazing what you can do as Super Sonic. You can go fly through walls. You can go through bottomless pits that shouldn't even exist. It's insane how much you can do with Supersonic, and you're going to see me probably glitch the game a good few times using him. Now, every time you do get 50 rings though, you will transform automatically whenever you jump. Which means the biggest issue with Supersonic will occur. The background music of the stages will get cut out. And like I've said previously, this is one of the games I consider to have a perfect soundtrack. There is not a bad tune in this entire game. Even the Supersonic tune is good. But the problem with it is, if you have the Supersonic tune, will cut out everything and you'll hear it so often it will make you sick. But of course, you can also jump 3 times as high as Supersonic as well. And you have so much control over your momentum, it makes things difficult. Like, if you want to do precision platforming and you have the Chaos Emeralds, get hit first. Supersonic will make certain levels in this game evil, while he'll make other levels dreadfully easy. So, I try to hold off from transforming as much as physically possible in this playthrough. Of course, you will see me transform because it's inevitable, because even though there's 3 buttons on a Mega Drive controller, if you jump using any of those 3 buttons, you'll still transform, which I think was a major oversight by Sega. In the sequel Sonic 3, they fixed this. but you still need to push the jump button twice, and there's another move introduced that does the same, that uses the same button combination, so you're still in Sonic 3 going to transform without wanting to. It wasn't until one of the later games that they fixed that. Granted, in the later games, you don't even use Supersonic in most levels, so there's that. But anyway, welcome to Hilltop Zone, what many consider to be the most boring zone of the game. Of course, the music is fantastic, I can't stress that enough. And in terms of level design, I don't mind it. I don't think it's as boring as a lot of people I've seen address it to be. You've got a lot of these seesaw things with little bomb type enemies on them. Obviously, if you touch the glowing bomb guy, it'll hurt, so don't touch them. But basically, jump on the seesaw, the bomb thing will bounce up, move to the other side, and you'll bounce up high yourself. It's basically the bombs like in Starlight Zone from the first Sonic game. And of course, dancing. One of my favourite pastimes in Sonic is whenever I have to go through a section involving waiting, I just dance to the music, you know. Which you can do by either pressing up or down. Down will crouch you, and up will make you look up, so there's that. And I didn't want to transform, god damn it, the music is beautiful. But of course, you can you can ignore the lava in this level entirely with Supersonic. And as you will see later on, you can actually go through the lava as Supersonic. Oh, I love this game. But overall, this level isn't too difficult. It's very simple to go through. It's just bland. There's not too much going on for it. I still love the level, and I still think it's nowhere near as boring as a lot of people think. But I can see where the complaints are coming from. I just think they're a bit over-exaggerated, like how Sonic CD being the best Sonic game in the franchise is way over-exaggerated. I got a bit of a bone to pick with Sonic CD, but that's an LP for another time. Because I'm pretty sure I don't want to piss off half the people watching right now, do I? Basically, I don't like Sonic CD. There, I said it. Seriously though, I will get into that a bit later on, because the reason I'm discussing that by here is actually Sonic CD was released around a similar time as Sonic. Well, actually, it was released a year after Sonic 2, but it was developed at the same time. The American studio of Sonic Team was actually working on this game, while the Japanese studio was working on Sonic CD. And I think the main reason the American studio was working on this is because Yuji Naka, which was the main programmer for the series, basically decided to move across to SEGA of America for a temporary amount of time because I think there was issues in SEGA Japan. I don't know the specifics, but either way, all I know is American studio developed this one, and they did a fantastic job. An even better job than Sonic 3. I said it. Yeah. Actually, Sonic 3 is still a fantastic game though, so it's not another Sonic CD issue. Again, another thing for another time, won't discuss it too much more, and I don't want to be Supersonic, I do not want to be Supersonic. And curse whoever put those springs there. Right, this is the part, so what the fuck happened? What happened? Someone please explain how I did that. I moved so fast downwards that I got to the bottom of the screen before the level loaded, so I died because I got crushed or something. My mind is boggled. But anyway, as you can see, in this stage basically offers a lot of volcano-like activities. It's got a lot of shaking of the screens, and the lava will start to slowly rise. It's very easy to deal with because obviously the lava's very slow. You got all these moving platforms to jump on and progress further with, so it's not too big a deal. But I can still see where all the criticisms are coming from. Of course, the next level is another stage I want to explain where I'm going to have a bone to pick with, and it's actually relevant to this video because this video, folks, I'm taking 3 zones on. Whoa, 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 shut up, man, really? Yeah, I'm taking on 3 zones, I'm just doing 2 this time. It's like I'm gaining 1 zone per video. But I digress, let's just continue onwards. And, yeah, basically it's not that bad a stage, very simple to go through. And as you can tell, you can't go into the special stages again after you beat those goals said and done. So, if you want to do test runs of the special stages, there's only 2 ways you can do it. The level select, that I will explain in a later time, or you'll basically have to redo the entire game again. The way I did it, I redid the entire game multiple times, but that's just me. Call me old-fashioned. But anyway, there's our hilltop zone over and done with. Not too much to explain about this stage. The background's nice though, I do like it. One thing a Sonic series has always done good in the 2D games is actually the parallax scrolling, which is basically, they offer different layers of background, so it gives you a nice feel of you're moving pretty fast, because each segment of the background will actually move at a different speed, and it makes you feel like you're going a very fast distance in a very short amount of time. And I like it. I like it. And pretty much every level in all the Sonic games up until Death Egg Zone in Sonic 3 does this, so again, can't fault it. Again, it's something I don't see many people really mention in these LPs of Sonic. I don't know why. But of course, this stage is Mystic Cave Zone, a very, very, very difficult stage. On your first time playing, you got lots of crushers. These crushers are instant death. If you fall under a crusher, you're dead. So don't go under a crusher. Try and time it so you go under the crusher at a certain time. The music, fantastic. Actually, the music in this zone reminds me of Sonic Adventure 2 for some reason. I don't know why. But, basically, collecting power-ups, as you can see, all your Super Sonic, you get no power-ups, so don't bother. Well, you can bother if you want, but it's a waste of time. And one of the biggest things about this zone is the fact there's giant hooks on the walls and ceilings. They're either blue or green. Green ones are a bit harder to see, but the blue ones are still quite hard to see in their own right. And basically what you want to do is you need to push these hooks by jumping into them in order to progress further. Without them, the level's pretty much impossible. So yeah, you need to use them. And in Act 2, you'll need to look out for a very specific hook, because Act 2 has quite possibly the worst pit in the entire game. It's not bottomless either, so why is it so bad? Because it might as well be a bloody bottomless pit. Again, I digress. Welcome to Act 2, which has what I consider the pit of death, or at least what I call. And that's because there's a pit around by the endish point of this level, where you'll need to grab onto a certain hook that's hanging on top of the pit. If you don't grab onto this hook or phase through it, like happened to me many times, you'll fall to the bottom of the pit and you will need to wait there, if you're Super Sonic, until you run out of rings. Because it's a spike pit. Which means you can potentially be stuck under there for 9 minutes. 9 minutes and 59 seconds, which is when the timer resets and goes, oh, game over, you die. Because if your time goes over to 9 minutes 59 seconds, you die. I should say. You get time over and you get kicked out of the level. Which I'm not fussed by, mainly because none of these levels will take 9 minutes to complete. They won't, it's just fact. But you'll know when the pit's coming up because it's right about by here. I instinctively stopped. If you go down that pit, you're gonna die. So don't. Jump on that blue thing first and then try and make your way to the end. That's all I can say. I hate that pit. Apart from that though, the stage is very well done, very creepy, atmospheric. Well, as creepy as atmosphere you can get for a Mega Drive game anyway. And of course, you just need to be careful of the crushers. There's also a bunch of Firefly bandits as well that are in the area. Whenever you go near them, if you jump into them while their light is glowing up, they'll be invincible, and they will hurt you, unless you have invincibility and Super Sonic. So, if you see the light bug bandits, don't jump into them when they're lighting up. But anyway, this is the Eggman boss fight. To explain him, he comes down, spikes come down from the ceiling while he's coming down, and you just hit him and he dies. Wow. Quickest explanation for this boss ever, and as you can see, this is Super Sonic's ultra momentum messing me up. Seriously, you do not believe how difficult it is to do precision platforming with Super Sonic, it's insane. But with that is Act 2 cleared and the end of this zone, so thank you guys for watching folks, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't be sheepish people, and when we return next time we'll finish off part 4 and head on to the final part. Don't be sheepish people, thanks for watching, see you then. Bye!